Srirupānuga Krupāmurtim Narayanam Namamo Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Priyatmane. क्या अच्छा ठीक ओम विष्णुपादाय राधिकाय प्रियात्मने श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत नारायण श्री कृष्ण लीला कथाने सुदाक्षम औदार्य माधुर्य गुणैश्चयुक्तम् वरं वरेण्यं पुरुषमान्तं नारायणं त्वं शिरसा नमामि त्रिदण्डीनां भक्तशिरोमणिं च श्रीकृष्णपादाब्जमुदैकं चैतन्यलीलामृतसारसारं नारायणं त्वं सततं प्रपद्ये नमामि नारायणपादपङ्कजं करोमि नारायणपूजनं सदा वदामि नारायणनाम निर्मलम् स्मरामि नारायणतत्त्वमव्ययम् जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Let me offer millions of obeisances. Just because Gurudev, all the Guru, Varga, Nama, Nishta, Swanta, Vipava, Vishwa, Vichara, Kalanta, Koti, Dandava, all present at Vishwa, Vaishnava, Ram, Dandava, Vancha, Kalpataru, Dasha, Pipasini, Evacha, Patitanam, Bhava, Niti, Vaishnava, Today is the disappearance day of Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. Tomorrow, Bhakti Sri Rup Siddhanta Maharaj was appearing. 29th is Gopastami, Gosastami, Gopuja, Gogras, Gadadhar Das Goswami, Dhananjay Pandit, Srinivas Acharya disappeared. Then 1st November is Ekadasi. Mostly I've been Vrindavan, I think, or maybe Delhi. Depends. Then 5th November is Purnima. Radha Krishna, Himantika, Nasa, Acharya, Virendra. Bhugarba Goswami, Kashishwar Pandit disappeared. Then Kartik Vrata, Damodar Vrata, Vishnu Vrata, Chaturmasya, Niyam Seva, Samap. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entering Vrindavan, Srimati Tulsi Maharani's appearance day and Matsya Avatar, the fish incarnation appearance day. 6th November, Katyayani Vrata on. Krishna. Right. So today disappearance day of Swami Maharaj. Oh. No, without Swami Maharaj, of course, it is very difficult to glorify him. So amazing personality. Bhakti Rakshaka Sridhar Maharaj. Bhakti Siddham Saraswati Thakur. Very dear. And he was also very dear to Swami Maharaj. He knew his family and all that. So he says, Swami Maharaj, he must be Shaktavesh avatar of Lord. In other words, Shakti, Lord empowered him. All is Shakti. Otherwise, in a very short time, what he achieved is unparalleled. And he went there, uncharted place. He did not know anybody. He did not know anybody. He didn't have money. He didn't have any sponsorship or guarantee. Nothing. And what a transformation he brought. Became very dear to all the people of the world. You know, one sense, a devotee. Imagine going to faraway country without any. Suppose if you had a lot of money, that is different. No money, 30, 40. 30 rupees, what rupee will do in America? Only books. That not too much books, something. What you can carry in a couple of one or two suitcase or something like that. There, as soon as you go, nobody uh, welcome you. Nobody is there to welcome you or give shelter. Wow, what a how much faith you must have. How much faith you must have. Astounding. Is feeling that Guru Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur gave the order. You go. You are qualified. You know English. You know Mridanga playing. No kirtan. So you go and fulfill the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So when he gives the order, then Guru gives the order, then where is the lack? You know? See, he was convinced he's an instrument. He must be present there, that's all. He must make himself available. But it takes so much faith. You know. But that too not flying, not going by aeroplane, by fish, by sea, by boat, Jaladuta. See, if you travel in a boat, one time I happened to go, they built one Jaladuta too or something in Hawaii, temple. And I stayed all night in that boat. And by the time, it was, and I didn't have any clothes, I didn't realize, it gets so cold in night and morning. Nothing to put on the bottom, clothes or any bed or anything. Nothing was there. Wow, what an experience. Became sick. Took me 3 days to recover. 3 days. Uh, very cold. So that was one night. His journey was months. And yeah, I see. I was not in that waves were there, uh, but sometimes it can be big waves. When people going from India to Singapore, it maybe a day or something. They travel, they are 2 days. They say everybody vomits. And the puddle of vomit is lying down there. You know, because if you're not used to the sea, very difficult. It keeps going up and down your stomach, doing like that. You start on um, one day trip. But imagine 1 month, 2 months travel. It's very strong determination and direct help of Krishna intervention. And that's what happened to Swami Maharaj. He had a heart attack, that's why. And then prayed to Krishna, Krishna. And all the avatars appeared and pacifying him. And soon the sea became calm, and then, uh, so all entire Guru Parampara was with him. He was not alone. But nobody could see by faith. The prayer he composed is amazing. In the Jaladuta is amazing. He says, uh, prayer written by Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj on board the 13 September 1965. So Krishna tava punya habe vai, ye punya karibe jabe, Radharani kushi habe, Dhruvati boli tamatai. Oh my dear friend Krishna, good fortune will befall you. Srimati Radharani will be pleased with you when you perform this supremely virtuous act, which I now convey. This I declare to you with utter conviction. See, see, Rosika is already telling that Radharani will be pleased with you if you best fulfill my desire. Uh, so, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he's saying, he's remembering his book, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, Siddhanta Saraswati, Sachi Sutta Priya Ati, Krishna Sevaya Jara Tulya Nai. Say, Mohanta Guru, Jagatera Madhya Guru, Krishna Bhakti Jaya Tai. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is extremely dear to the son of Mother Sachi, Sri Gaurasundar, and his service to Sri Krishna is unequaled. He is that most exalted Guru, Mohanta Guru, the most excellent and magnanimous personality in the universe, who distributes Krishna Bhakti in all places throughout the world, glorifying his Guru. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is distributing Krishna Bhakti. So he is giving credit to this Bhaktisiddhanta, all of credit. Then Tara Icha Balavan Paschateta Tan Ayajate Gaurangera Nama Prithvite Nagaradi Asamudra Nadi Nadi Nada Nadi Sakale Laya Krishna Nam. See the prediction of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Reminding. His intense desire is that name of Sri Gauranga be spread throughout Western country. That in all the cities, towns, and villages on earth, extending to all the seas, rivers, streams, everyone chants Sri Krishna Nama. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. This is desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then one transcendental bliss will then arise, and all directions will be conquered by the profuse mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All those who are wicked, having been influenced by Maya and distress within this world, will become happy. Vaishnava's desire thus be fulfilled. So this is the desire, Vaishnava. See, one thing, if anybody goes to America, they go for business or education or some wealth, like that. But Swami Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta sent Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj to do business, to make money. Because he went on a business, different kind of business, not kind of mundane. Actually, to give them. See, this is the thing. He did not go like this. He went giving. Like this. Gurudev always said, I've come to give you what? Unparalleled. You cannot estimate, you cannot put a price on it. Krishna Prema. And all the people in the world, they are suffering. And there is nothing in this material world which can mitigate the suffering. See, if one is suffering, things of this world will not help them. It may look like for time being, it might soften a little bit, but it is not going to cure. Okay, it's not going to cure. Things of this world will not cure any of these disease. Because the disease is spiritual. We have forgotten Krishna. We have forgotten that we are spirit soul. We have forgotten that Krishna loves us. So, who is going to remain? One who knows this knowledge. So, one who is empowered. One who carries one who has come from the spiritual world. So, the problem cannot be solved. The material problem cannot be solved in material means. Okay. No, what the problem? Material problem cannot be solved by material means. Spiritual platform. So, Hare Krishna.
राधे राधे राधे
Radhe,
कृष्णा।
Radhe, Radhe.
अब इस पे के पैर थोड़ा इधर को
हाँ?
पहुंच रहा नहीं हमारा हाथ।
अच्छा अच्छा
हमारे गांव के पंडित जी से
नहीं ठीक है कोई दिक्कत नहीं कोई दिक्कत नहीं
हमारे
अच्छा
गांव के पंडित जी है।
अच्छा अच्छा
हाँ, मैं बोला बाप जी से मिला के लेके आता हूँ।
हाँ अच्छा ठीक है, दर्शन किया हो?
हाँ जी,
अच्छा अच्छा,
हाँ टेम्पो देखो ना।
हमारा क्लास चल रहा है बस इतना ही।
अच्छा क्लास चल रहा है।
हाँ हाँ,
मेला बाड़ो से पश्चिम को काले लगा हुआ मुझे
और बहुत अच्छा हुआ आप आके इधर।
आज भी गई।
हाँ,
ये लेके आए ना हम पूरन भैया,
अच्छा अच्छा,
हमारे गांव का ही था ये।
हाँ
दीपावली पूजा गया था तुम चेन्नई।
चेन्नई गए थे आप?
हाँ चेन्नई दीपावली पूजा को,
हाँ
फिर उधर से इधर आ गए। हाँ मतलब भाई बोले इधर आओ इधर आओ इधर आओ, चलो चलते हैं उनके।
उधर अच्छा हुआ।
हाँ उधर हो जाता दीपावली, फिर उधर से इधर आ गया। इधर अपने आपकी 5 साल से आया, मैं क्या आते रहता हूँ। कोरोना के पहले आया था आया अभी।
ओ समय समय।
5-7 साल हो गए पहले, काफी साल से आ रहा हूँ मैं, अभी बीच में नहीं है। 2005 से आ रहा हूँ। अब इधर ही।
हाँ इधर ही।
शुभ नाम आपका?
दंडी दंडी महाराज, दंडी महाराज।
दंडी महाराज, प्रॉपर ही।
हाँ प्रॉपर कर्नाटक का है। अच्छा ठीक है।
ठीक।
हाँ, हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण। क्लास चालू है वहाँ।
हाँ
ये बात तो बिल्कुल बना।
तो हाँ, भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर इंटेंस desire. When Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was small boy, mother Bhagavati about to enter Nityalila. Mother, yeah? Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's mother. She called him. He is about to enter Nityalila, no? Leaving this body. Oh my dear, please give me a vow. Take a vow. See, she is commanding. Take a vow. If ordinary, family are like that, what you will do? You enter family life or something like that. No, she said no. Give me a word that you will dedicate entire life to take this Gaudiya Siddhanta, chanting of the holy name to the West, to the whole world. You dedicate your life. Do you understand? Can you imagine how powerful our desire must be? And how powerful that must be the desire of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. The Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is, in a material way, is the, uh, his spiritual identity is the disciple of Gauti Sardar. But materially is son of Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Bhakti Vinod Thakur is also his Shiksha Guru. Uh, Harinam Guru, Mantra Guru, Nasimha Mantra, like that. So, but you can imagine how powerful Father asking, dedicate your life. Is there anybody like that? Dedicate, mothers telling their children, oh my son, please dedicate to chanting of the holy name and spread this to entire world. See, Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur. So you can imagine Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj telling. His desire was to spread. And that was the desire of Bhakti Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He has already predicted and he has already made it happen. But we have to become instrument in in bringing it up, to showing to the world. So, like that. So, transcendental bliss will then arise, and all direction will be conquered by the profuse mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Material world will not make anybody happy. So, when this name is chanted, they will be touched with the spiritual rasa. So, they will be satisfied. They will be happy. All those who are wicked, having been influenced by Maya and distressed within this world, will become happy. The Vaishnava's desire will thus be fulfilled. Vaishnava desire is what? Even the wicked should be happy. Most unfortunate. It's amazing. The behavior of Vaishnava, real Vaishnavas, is will not have enmity with anyone. Even if someone comes to cause problem or kill or anything, still he will not be disturbed and he will bless him. In Ramayana, this is how they compare. See, imagine there is a tree, sandalwood tree, right? You take a ox, right? Cutting sandalwood. To do that, what you cut a branch and then make a handle, right? You are using that tree's handle and putting into this axe and then cutting. The tree will not complain, sandalwood tree. And what does it do? It will give fragrance to the axe, right? Cutting. You smell the axe, which after cutting the tree is nice. See? So sadhu is like that. Even if someone comes to kill them, they will make that person who is very dangerous or very, violent, is trying to come and kill you. They pray or do so many things that you will be delivered. You will become a devotee. So that is the power. That is Vaishnava. You can see Prahlad Maharaj, Jadavar, Pandavas, you know, especially Dharmaraj, Yudhishthira. So many. So this is what we have to remember. When people argue or come or threaten us or do anything, we should not take revenge. Oh, pray to the Lord, this is what I deserve. Probably more. Please bless him. Make him right. Please don't harm him. He is by in ignorance he is doing it. He is being in the hand of Maya, your external potency. Then if you pray to the external potency, oh my, please have mercy. Give protection to this person. Mhm. Like that you pray, see, to that. So, oh Krishna, I've been ordered to accomplish this mission. I possess no qualification to do it, being very fallen and incapable. Since you are the wisest of all, I now beg for your mercy so that I may become worthy. It's right. You know, I've been ordered to do this, but I possess no qualification. actually being very fallen and incapable. This is how they. Since you are the wisest of all, I now beg for your mercy so that I may become worthy of your mercy. Praying for that. So, he's very Rasika. Uh, this prayer is filled with so much love. So, if by receiving your potency, I obtain the treasure object of service to Sri Guru, and my life becomes thus successful. I will become joyful and by good fortune attain your association. So, if you bless me, O Krishna, then successful to do the service to Sri Guru, then I will be become joyful and by great fortune attain your association. Thus by remembering, thus by associating with material desires one after another. Like generally, Prabhupada is speaking, associating with desires of material desires one after another. I was following the general populace, in general population, falling into a blind well full of snakes. Imagine a blind well. Not only blind, it's a lot of snakes, not one or two. So, like that, our situation. My dear Lord, O Supreme Personality of God, then great sage Narada Muni kindly accepted me as his disciple and instructed me how to achieve the transcendental position similar to his own. How could I could ever leave the service of your servant. O Krishna, you are my eternal companion. Having forgotten you, I have suffered the kick of Maya, life, time after life. Now I have the opportunity to serve you once more. If I can revive connection with you, then I will be able to actually meet with you. Then it says, in your company, dear friend, I will experience the same joy once again. I will wander all day long, tending the cows. I will run through the many forests and roll on the ground. Oh, when will that day be mine? Today, that remembrance of you came to me spontaneously. Feeling great hope, I called out to you, only because I am your eternal servant. Though I have so much longing, I have no refuge other than you. Amazing. Kaisa, how wonderful the prayer that night. It tells so much about Swami Maharaj. So, anyway, he accomplished so many things. Uh, our Gurudev was also instrumental, actually, uh, indirectly, directly, for the success of Swami Maharaj. In so many ways, our Gurudev did service to Swami. It it seems like they knew in their spiritual world. Uh, and by chance they came to know each other in 1945, something like that. 1945 in Calcutta. Param Gurudev giving a turning class, teaching Harikatha. Then a personality came from backside. Swami Maharaj. As soon as Param Gurudev saw him, he made him to sit right next to him. So then our Gurudev was sitting down and he understood, oh, this personality must be very, very special to to our Gurudev, Bhakti Prajnan Keshava Maharaj. Param Guru. So I should honor him, respect him, like that. Then after the class they met and introduced and then so someone became very close together. And our Gurudev was responsible for, for him to accept sannyas and also doing the sannyas danda, the dress, and then the yajna, all that. So our Gurudev did that. He also helped him to go preaching Delhi and Jhansi, like that. Uh, they used to cook each other. Uh, Swami Maharaj used to roll chapati, and our Gurudev used to fry them. There's a deep significance. In other words, our Gurudev, Swami Maharaj brought so many disciples, and Gurudev trained them. He cooked them so that get rid of the material connections, aspirations. Like if you look at that way. And also, so many things. Amazing person. In Mathura, he requested our Param Gurudev, please make your godbrother accept. He's wandering here and there. Then, then he came and then convinced. Then he went to Jhansi, like that, Delhi. Before going to the West, Swami Maharaj, he had a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He worshipped Jhansi. Then he brought it back and gave it to Keshavji Gaudiya in Mathura. And it's amazing that when Param Gurudev installed the deity, he did not put Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Many, many years before. That means he knew that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will come. Ha, ha, ha. Now, how amazing it is. See, there, Trikalagna. we say, they know past future, what will come to transpire. Powerful. And our Gurudev and the Swami Maharaj, he last desire. You give me samadhi. So he said, you have to give. No, your disciples are there. No, no. Your godbrothers are there. No, no, no. You must. And he said he should take care of my disciples. So they were talking in Bengal. So they are only expert in quarreling. Please specify them. There's a great misunderstanding in ISKCON, like because I'm talking this because one devotee came from there. He was asking this question. Prabhupada apparently instructed that the disciples should not go to Gaudiya Math, associate this and that. And now they are still continuing. So I told them what initially Swami Maharaj must have done it. But for what? Because he was no good relation with Gaudiya Math. No, not like that. I didn't like them. No. He actually grew up in Gaudiya Math. He brought up, he took Diksha, Sannyas, everything from Gaudiya Math. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, Gaudiya Math. He established 64 Gaudiya Math. And our Gurudev is Keshavji Gaudiya Math. You know. So, so how come, is so much deep connection. Bhagavad Gita is commentary, Baldev Vidyabhushan. Baldev Vidyabhushan is Gaudiya Math. So, how come Swami Maharaj saying, no, don't. Why? Because for their protection, Swami Maharaj knew that Gaudiya Math devotees are advanced in bhakti, and these people come and they might offend them, and they Vaishnava aparadh, and then that is the end of their spiritual life. So, to protect them, he said, don't associate, don't go there. See, it is like this. One time I was in Hawaii, and like I was telling you, this Kauai Island, there are a lot of chickens there. Because why? It's a 90s, something like that. Big tsunami, wave came, 120 feet tall or something, one wave, wiped out entire island. There were so many chicken, like thing. They all broke and they became free. They went to the forest here and there. Now they are thriving in the forest. So one day I saw one mother, chick, you know, chicken mother with 14 babies. 14. And he go near them, the mother was so angry. Walk, 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 protecting the babies. It will not let anybody come near. Then after 2 months or 3 months, they getting grown up. Mother is hitting them and then making them go away, go away, go away. You know, I saw it. I said, wow, what a strange. When it was young, it cared for them from others, protection, protected. But when they become a little stronger and grown up, He said, "Oh, no, you go here on your own." The same way Prabhupada, he was protecting them because they did not know anything. And on the time of his entering Nitya Leela, he called all the our Gurudevs especially, and then other Gaudiya Math people, and asked forgiveness. Please forgive. I written something about Gaudiya Math. That is only for the protection of my the devout disciples who are new, don't know etiquette and all that. New. So please forgive me. That binding that I told you is no more. I squashing it, I removing it, canceling it. So he cancelled. Swami Maharaj cancelled it, took away that kind of thing when he entered. If that is not the case, then why he will request Swami our Gurudev, and then Bhakti Rakshasa, please help my disciple. Does it make sense? Same time is putting conditions not to associate and then make them requesting them to associate. You see, so that's only for the short period. So it is not for we are not Gaudiya Math is not enemy of ISKCON. Understand? What what is there? No. We worship Radha Krishna Chaitanya. They are also doing. They are reciting all the bhajans of what? Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Narottam Thakur. They are all Gaudiya Math. So, uh, so it is strange. ISKCON he called Gaudiya Math. It is actually Gaudiya Math. He called in English International Society for Krishna Consciousness. That's about it. You know. So there is a mistake. You know. I hope we convince this. And then the main thing is like, see, he asked Gurudev to give samadhi. Whoever gives samadhi is Uttaradhikari, you know, general understand. So, uh, unwritten law. But of course, Gurudev doesn't claim that way. Then how? So, that restriction is removed. And we pray, one day they will understand this, this prayer. So, Gurudev is recalling, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj came to the West penniless on the India navigation ship with an old and torn clothes, the worn and torn Gita, and 3 volumes of Srimad Bhagavatam. 3 volumes of Srimad. This was his only luggage, along with one pair of kartal and mantra. Pair of kartal and 2 mantras. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta, Vrindan, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Ah, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's prediction was that very soon a day will come that devotees will preach my name, my Nama, Krishna Rama Hare Gaura. And this chanting will go to each and every village of the world. Srila Swami Maharaj, and for that matter, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all his followers did not come to this world for any worldly gain. See, did not come for worldly gain. He did not come for rupees or guilders, Dutch money or pounds. He came to give the real treasure of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to everyone, not just devotee, but anyone whose here the Mahamantra would go to, whether that person is a tree, grass, animal, man, god, goddess, wherever it would go. It would reach everyone here and take them towards Krishna, towards God. He not only came penniless with not a single coin, but there was no one to give him swagatam, welcome. You see, when he arrived, nobody was there to welcome him. Actually, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Radha Krishna were with him, and his Gurudeva and Guru Parampara were with him. But this was not seen externally. See, everyone saw that he was alone, but he was not alone. It seemed that he sometimes felt alone on the ship, but actually he knew that Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, the entire Guru Parampara, Radha Krishna, and their whole family, Ashtasakis, like Lalita and Vishaka, and also Rupa Manjari, and all the Manjaris and the entire Vrindavan Dham were helping him there. He made such a platform throughout the world in each country that now so many devotees with mridangas and kartalas and singing Hare Krishna and Haribol are receiving now, me now. Tears come when I think that in these countries there was not a single devotee. There were, of course, many people in the different countries from India, but there were no Ekantika Vaishnava, a pure devotee fixed in the worship of Radha Krishna. There may have been worshippers of Narayana, Dwarkadish, Ramachandra, and Lakshmi Narayana. There may have been pure Vaishnavas, as Ramanujacharya and his followers were pure Vaishnavas. But there was no pure worship of Rajendra Nandan Shyam Sundara. Here, 2 or 3 hundred devotees were waiting for me with Mridanga and Kartalas. But throughout the world, there are hundreds of thousands. I'm overwhelmed by this. What a miracle he performed in a very few years. And if he had more time, he would have performed so many more miracles. When he came, there were so many obstacles. Practically everyone was not only eating egg and fish, but also cows, and they were busy drinking and making merry. They had no awareness of Krishna, no idea who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Rather, they had their own conception of God and were simply praying to Him. God, give me bread and butter. That's all, and no more than that. He played such a good role that in a short time, devotees like you began to worship Radha and Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Gaur Nityananda Prabhu. See, I knew him from the very beginning when he first came to Mathura, as he was a friend of my Gurudeva. One day he told me a story. When I took initiation from Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakura. He told me to preach in Western countries in the English language. He said that he would frequently come to meet with his Gurudeva. And once he read a verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam. Yashyam anugrami arishet danam sanai tato adanam tyajanti yasya swajana dukkha dukkitam Srimad Bhagavatam 10:88 and 8. The personality of God said, if I especially favor someone, if I especial favor someone, I gradually deprive him of his wealth. Take away his wealth, material wealth. The relatives and friends of such a poverty stricken man then abandon him. In this way, he suffers one distress after another. So, for one who takes shelter of Krishna, Krishna takes away everything, and that devotee becomes a street beggar. Then, if he does not give up Krishna at that time, Krishna proceeds to give him everything. You see, this is the test. So he told me, I was so afraid that Krishna would take everything from me. I was worrying. What would I do? I'm living with my wife and children, and I'm a manager of Bengal Chemicals. He was the manager at that time, and it would have. And if he would have stayed there longer, he would have become the owner. But he left that managerial seat and came to Allahabad, where he made his own company and made his own medicines. He built a very good business and opened a factory, and so many persons were engaged in helping. But soon that factory failed and was given to others, at which time he began his medical shop, which also failed. He then engaged in selling his own medicine alone, which at first sold but then also failed. Krishna would not allow it to continue. ಏನಪ್ಪ? ಹೌದಾ? ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ.
In case you ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೀನ್ ಬಿಸಿ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲ
ಆಯ್ತು ಆಯ್ತು ಕೊಡ್ಬಿಡು. ಅಪ್ಪ ರೊಕ್ಕಂಗೆ ಹಾಂ ಆಯ್ತು ಹಾಂ ಏನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಾ ಅಥವಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಹಾಗೆ
ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಗುರುಜಿ ಮಂಡೇ ಆಫೀಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾರಲ್ಲ ಮಂಡೇ ಆಫೀಸಿಗೆ ಬರಕ್ಕೆ ಸೊ ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಹೋಗಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಲರ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು ಆಫೀಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಿಳಿ ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾಳೆಲ್ಲ ಕಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಂಡೇ ಹೋಗಿ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಗುರುಜಿ
ಹೌದಾ ಆಯ್ತು
ಸರಿ
ಆಯ್ತು
ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ
ಆಯ್ತು
ಆಫೀಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಮಂಡೇ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿ ಗುರುಜಿ
ಆಯ್ತು ಸೊ So Prabhupada tried so many things, but see, if Krishna wants him, oh, well, that's what it is. Nice. So then came to our Keshuji Gaudimat in Mathura, penniless, and I honored him there. And I had also met him before in Calcutta, where I also gave him so much respect and honor. I used to prepare chapatis with ghee and vegetables for him, and he was so pleased with me. We became bosom friends. At that time, uh, I was Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Maharaj, and he was Abhay Charanaravinda. I told him, "You are so qualified. Please take sannyasa at once, without delay." It was at that same time that he told me that story, saying, "I was fearing that everything would be taken away from me and that I would become a beggar. I see that I am becoming more and more of a beggar, and at least if I take sannyas, I would become a street beggar." So at that time, my Gurudeva came from Navadvipa and they embraced each other. And I told Gurudeva that I had requested Abhay Charanarvinda to take sannyas. And then he also requested him to take sannyas and to preach everywhere. A devotee of about 90 years old named Sanatana Prabhu, a disciple of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, came and said to him, "You are fearing I am 99 years old. If you take sannyas, I will also take sannyas." Then he said, "Yes, I will take sannyas." So, Sanatan Prabhu. Thus, on the good occasion of Purnima, Vishwarup Mahasava, on the day of Vishwarup Mahasava, the middle of Chaturmasya, he took sannyasa. I made his danda myself and I wrapped the cloth around it. I made his uttariya, upper sannyasa garment. I also showed him how to wear the sannyasa clothes. Guru Maharaj came and performed fire yajna, came and performed fire, and Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj came and sang kirtan with so many brahmacharis. Then he became Bhakti Vedanta. On one hand, I was Bhakti Vedanta first, but he was also Bhakti Vedanta first, as his Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, had given him nickname Avecharana Bhakti Vedanta. In Bhakti, he was senior to me, and to Sannyas, he was junior to me. When we met, he would often request me to perform Kirtana. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Hare Rama Krishna Yadavaya, and especially Sri Rupa Manjari Pada. Same Mora Sampada, same Mora Bhajana, Pujana. So, some persons say that he did not preach Raganuga Bhakti, but what is more Raganuga than this bhajan? Say Sri Rupa Manjari Pada, say Mora Bhajana Pujana. This is the best kirtana of Ragatmika, Krishna's personal associates. What to speak of Raganuga? Those who are following the footsteps of those associates. Ragatmika is not sadhana bhakti, as is Raganuga. It is performed only in Goloka Dhavana, not here in this world. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj came for this purpose, that from Vairi Bhakti we will develop through sadhana bhakti to Bhava Bhakti and then to Prema Bhakti. He has not only come to clear the jungle and for Harinam, he wanted the people of the world to realize the identity and meaning of Harinam. No? Identity and meaning of Harinam. He did not want them to chant Harinam without any rasa. He wanted them to become so attached to chanting Hare Krishna that they would not be able to ever leave it. And he wanted their taste and attachment to increase continuously. Now we are chanting and remembering, but it is a rare devotee who has taste that chanting. If any taste will come, that devotee will not be able to leave Krishna Bhava. Rather, his devotee will develop to become Bhava Bhakti. Srila Swami Maharaj has not only come to clear away jungles and thorns, he has come to give this. He had very little time, and when he was going to give it, Krishna called him and said, Your task is finished. Come on, come and serve me here with Radhika. So he called me to his bedside a few days before his divine departure. And I don't know why he said, Excuse me for whatever I've done wrong. I replied, You have not doing anything wrong, had done some wrong. I know that, he objected. To preach, encourage the Westerners, I have said. Living in Vrindavan, my god brothers are simply taking their meals and sleeping. I said this only to give inspiration to those devotees of mine who did not know the ABC of Bhakti. I know that my god brothers were so qualified. If they were not qualified, why did I take sannyas from Srila Bhakti, Prajnan Keshav Goswami Maharaj? I also respected Srila Sridhar Swami. Why I respect them as my Shiksha Gurus? If I had considered that they were not superior to me, I respect them so much. Please excuse me and request my God brothers to excuse me. See, he's telling. I told him what you have done is not an offense. You did it for preaching and to preach your disciples and to teach your disciples. It is not anything to be excused. You did a marvelous thing. All the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Radha Krishna are pleased with you by the miracle that you have performed in the Western countries, a place of flesh eaters and wine drinkers. They were like beasts, and you have turned them into good devotees. We are so proud and indebted to you for this work. He ordered me, you should do the rest of my work. You see, Gurudev, you should do the rest of my work. Perform my samadhi ceremony and Viraha Mahostsava and teach my devotees how to develop in bhakti so that they do not remain on the same level they are at present. I told him I have to say something to your disciple. He at once called his senior devotees. He called Tamal Krishna Maharaj, who was perhaps his secretary at that time, and he called Bhavananda Maharaj, Jayapataka Swami, Bhagavan Das, Amsaduta, Brahmananda, and about 100 other disciples. When they came, I told them, do not think that he will die. He will be in our Guru Parampara forever. When he leaves, you will think that he is no longer on his planet, and then he will quarrel with each other and disrespect Vaishnavas. I'm telling you this to you, all of you. Then he told them, you should patiently hear and make a record of this. And then I continued. Do not quarrel among yourselves. Rather, come to the line of Swamiji to fulfill the task to which he has come to this world and try to develop in this line. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami has said that if we want to do bhakti, then we must respect all Vaishnavas, gurus, those who live in Vrindavan Dham, even those Brahmana who are not pure devotees, and even those of other sampradayas. This is prayer in Manasiksha. Raghunath Das. Guru Goste Gostal Ishu Sujane Bu Saragane Swamantre Sri Nami Rajanavayu Dvanda Sarane Sada Dambam Hitva Kururatim Apurvam Atitam Aye Swanta Brata Chatubhi Abhiya Chetustapada. Oh, my dear brother, my foolish mind, taking hold of your feet, I humbly pray to you with sweet words. Please give up all pride and quickly develop deep loving attachment for the spiritual master, Sri Vrajadam, the residents of Vraja, the Vaishnavas, the Brahmanas, your Diksha mantra, the holy name of the Supreme Lord, and the shelter of Sri Sri Radha Krishna, the eternally youthful divine couple of Raja, Manasiksha. We must obey these principles. These principles are of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, our Guru Parampara and Swamiji. He has never said to disrespect any Vaishnavas. If we want bhakti, it is imperative that we give respect to Vaishnavas. Sri Krishnadas Goswami Maharaj has said that Gurudev is also the category of Vaishnava. Srila Rupa Goswami is our Siksha Guru. Krishna is our Siksha Guru. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is our Siksha Guru. And Nityananda Prabhu is our Siksha Guru. Siksha Guru is not less than Diksha Guru. Try to understand all these facts. Diksha Guru is not less than Siksha Guru, and Siksha Guru is not less than Diksha Guru. Both are equal. If they are qualified, if they are not qualified, then they are not Guru. If Diksha Guru is not giving proper honor to Vaishnavas, then he is not even a devotee. His name should be cut from the list of devotees. We must try to give honor to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's followers, and even to the followers of Ramanujacharya, and to those who are serving Lakshmi Narayana and Dwarkadish. Although not the same respect as we give to the Ekantika Bhaktas of Krishna, we should give honor to the devotees of Krishna who are chanting and remembering, and at the same time try to know the gradations of devotees. If one is serving only Krishna and if one is serving Radha Krishna Kandila, and if one is very near and dear to Srimati Radhika, who will be given more honor? Of these three gradations of devotees, who is superior? We should try to understand these gradations. Otherwise, we will see that Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, ordinary Bhakta, Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Haridas Thakur, Ramanuja Bhakta, and Dhruva Bhakta are all the same. We need to differentiate. A Kanishta Vaishnava cannot differentiate. And therefore, our Gurus have not come only to tell us you should not remain the third class Kanishta Vaishnava. It is essential that we hear all these things and develop in our bhakti so that we can clearly understand who are Kanishta Vaishnavas, who are Madhyama Vaishnavas, and who are Uttama Vaishnavas, who are conditioned souls and who are above conditioned life. Srivas Pandit and Gadadhar Pandit came to this world, but they are not sadhana siddha, they are eternal associate of Krishna. Haridas Thakur was both Brahma and Prahlad Maharaj. But who was Rupa Goswami? He was Rupa Manjari. In this Leela, Rupa Goswami used to take the foot dust of Haridas Thakur and Srivas Pandit. But he was far, far superior to them. We should know all these truths. Who preached more the heartfelt conception of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this world? Rupa Goswami or Haridas Thakur? Haridas Thakur spread the holy name and he was Namacharya. But Rupa Goswami was Mahaprabhu's life and soul. He gave us all the books that were the heart of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, such as Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and Ujjvala Nilamani. How can we know all these truths without good association? If someone bans this and tries to stop others from going to qualified Vaishnavas, how can they themselves develop? Chanting alone will not suffice. And only uh, under the guidance of any good Vaishnavas can take us to perfection. Mayavadis chant Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. What is the difference between them and your devotees? If anyone chants Hare Krishna with no association of Rasika, Tattva, Vaishnavas, they will only go to Vaikuntha, not Golok Vrindavan. If we chant Harinam under the guidance of those pure devotees in Rupa Goswami's line, in no time we will realize something and our hearts will taste that name. Many persons call out Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Some say that Hare is Hari, Krishna is that Krishna who took birth in Mathura, and Rama is Ayodhya Rama. Others say that Krishna and Rama are Krishna and Balarama. Our Guru Parampara has not given this idea. Our Guru Parampara has given the idea that the three names are one. Krishna is Hari and Krishna is Rama. If any devotees worship equally two gods or two different manifestations of Krishna, their bhakti will be ruined. When Krishna takes our sins and offenses, he becomes Hari. After that, he gives a momentary darshan as he gave in his form as Narayana to Narada. Narayana then disappeared and Narada began to weep. Narayana said, by this body you cannot have my darshana. This body cannot bear the meeting of Krishna. After leaving this body, when you have your Siddha Deha, spiritual form of Vaikuntha, your body of eternity, bliss and knowledge, then you will realize me and you will never again die and come as a conditioned soul. When all sins go away, Krishna gave his sweet darshan and takes our mind and hearts. In this regard, he is Hari. He lives everywhere, in all hearts. And so he is Rama. Without Krishna, we cannot live for a moment. Rupa and Srila Raghunath Das Goswami have told us that in this connection that Hare is not Hari. Hare is Hara. Radhika is Hara, which means that she is still the mind and heart of Krishna. When calling out to Hara, her name becomes the vocative and becomes Hare. Hara becomes Hare. Hare Krishna is Radha Krishna. Rama means Krishna playing with Radhika. In Rasa, he becomes Rama. Here, Rama is Krishna, or in other words, Radha Raman, Rama. Each syllable has so many good meanings. There are 32 syllables, 16 names, 8 pairs, and one in each group. Separation and meeting are both present there. Here, Hare Krishna, and Hare Rama indicates meeting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, and Rama Hare Hare indicates separation. If we chant with this taste and take also take association from our superiors, then all perfection can be attained and we will never be able to give up Harinam. So then there are so many gifts that Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj wanted to give you all. But he went away and there was no one who could give you this. Perhaps he called me to give you some things to you all so that you will become qualified. Then you will never give up bhakti and chanting, and you will always be absorbed in hearing Harikatha. He has written so many truths in his explanation of Gita. At that time, there were very rare devotees who could understand higher things. as he also wrote many truths in a hidden way. Otherwise, his readers would not have been able to understand. Try to develop your bhakti so that you take everything from him. He has written so many things in his books, but it is rare to find someone able to understand and receive. Our Guru Parampara, Krishna and Srimati Radhika, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, have perhaps called me here, and I will give something to you and help you. Then I will see that I am successful in this too. I pray to them all that they will bestow their mercy on me, so that I may express to you all these hidden truths. At first, I was so much fearing that I would have no proper English language to give anything. My English is so poor, I am so fallen, as it states in the prayer beginning, uh, Trunadapi. I am not able to express all these things to you, but you are so qualified that even if I speak to foreign and torn English language, you will still understand. I want to help you all without any desire for gain. So, so like this, Gurudev, um, if anyone is doing anything opposed to us, we should be like Haridas Thakur and Prahlad Maharaj. Thus we can preach the mission everywhere. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is how our Gurudev glorified, wonderful, Swami Maharaj. And so we are indebted forever. His amazing service, so heartwarming. And for about 9 years, I was distributing prasadam in Tompkins Square Park. The tree, the city of New York named it as Hare Krishna tree. Now, under that tree, where Swami Maharaj started kirtan. So, a great opportunity. When Gurudev came, he also visited that place many times. So, it is, we pray at the lotus feet of Swami Maharaj and also Gurudev to bestow mercy on all of us and give us, bestow faith, strong faith. Uh, like if you remember what Swami Maharaj went through, even though we also might get so many problems, issues, if you remember all these great devotees, what they went through, then we will not be so much disturbed. So we pray in the spirit of the Lord. And so we will continue tomorrow. Um, Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj. And so much for our um, parikrama. Uh, Maybe we can start. This parikrama, we will end this little time, 15 minutes. We'll finish one pastime of Krishna, Radha Krishna. See, in this Chamatkar Chandrika, so for Gurudev, we understand. Rupa Goswami telling, topmost place is Radha Kund. But Gurudev used to say, Javat is the best place. Because there, so many lila happen. Very sweet pastime, Radha Krishna. And all our uh, Sakhis were also there. So, and also the Parakiya Vada. See, this is very difficult to understand. Uh, Need a background to understand. See, in this life, we know we are spirit soul, is it not? Part and parcel of Krishna. But now, when we take birth, like we may be children of some person, bodily we have so many parents, children, wife, husband, right? We understand that. So many lifetimes. We are changing the body, but not the soul. Soul had a relationship with Krishna. That was eternal. That is eternal. So now, when you say Parakiya Bhava, when we are in this bodily connection with identifying with somebody as a mother, father, son, or husband, this is Parakiya Bhava. Because our original relation is with Krishna. You understand? Radha Krishna. That is original. But now we are in this relationship. So this is Parakiya. This is not our real. So when someone gets married to somebody, husband and wife, but they are our husband, wife is Krishna, husband is Krishna. We're all spirit soul, right? First of all, everybody is a spirit soul. We're feminine in nature. So marriage is also another strange thing. Um, so more than that, we are mimicking, even though it's feminine in nature, but we are mimicking like a man, like a male. So that is another thing. So what I'm saying is this Parakiya Bhava is not something out of this world. It is misunderstood. That's all. So to set it right, Radha Krishna come and they do this pastime of what? Even though Radharani married to somebody, she has no relation with him, but she has a natural association with Krishna because she is eternally associating with Radharani. He is eternally concept of Krishna. So to bring that point, see, this lila is done in Yavat, you know. So if you keep in mind this aspect, then you will not misunderstand pastimes of Krishna. Otherwise, you will interpret, oh, Radha Krishna, also like ordinary, you know, boy and a girl playing like this, like that. No, that is very bad. No, that is not. If that is the case, then how, the Sukadev Goswami exalted. He was beyond any male, female. He was practically naked. 16-year-old, but he was beyond, recognizing male or female. He glorified his leader. So, like that. So that's why this Parakya Bhava is real. Okay, is real. So to establish bhakti, mm, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, especially after Rupa Goswami and all that, he taught out so many scriptures. It's amazing. You know, he was considered as the incarnation, the of Rupa Goswami, and also he is the through him Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was speaking. The speaker is himself, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. So, and he was so expert in presenting these very difficult tattvas, truths, in a simple way. He was expert in that. Oh, ocean of mercy, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. I'm very stupid. Have mercy on me. These transcendental qualities you put in my heart, make it appear there. I pray at your lotus feet. So he did so much things. Practically all the Ashtakams were done by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Vrunda Devi Ashtakam, Nandishwara Ashtakam, Vrindava Ashtakam, Govardhana Ashtakam, Sankalpa Kalpa Dhruva, Radha Kunda Ashtakam, Gopi. Then the prayer that we sing, uh, Samsara Dava, is penned down by him. And then Sarartha Varshini, commentary on Bhagavad Gita, and then Srimad Bhagavatam, Sarartha Darshini, famous. And very young, he was done these three things, Prana, uh, Kirana, uh, and Bindu. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Bindu. Top. Srimad Sri Bhagavatamrita Kana, Ujjwal Nilamani Kirana, Re, Kirana Re, Kana is drop, Bindu is drop, Kana is a part, like that. Then Raghavatma Chandrika. He established this to bring out. One time, the two pastimes, everybody amazed by him, is that one with his Yes, Kama Gayatri. Huh? Kama Gayatri, um, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it says, Kama Gayatri mantra रूपाय कृष्ण स्वरूप स्वार्ध 26 अक्षर तार है से अक्षर चंद्र है कृष्ण करी उदय त्रिजगत कैल काम. What is that? Kama Gayatri is Krishna's Swarupa, appearing in the mantra. It's Swarupa of Krishna. That's why when we sing, when we receive Kama Gayatri, it's like Guru Parampara giving him Radha Krishna, the highest form, like Gurudev was telling, the highest form of Radha Krishna. How when Krishna and gopis were searching after Krishna disappeared, he came as a Manmata. That Krishna, that form of Krishna, and then Radha was there, the Sakhi. That Radha Krishna is in form of Kama Gayatri. This mantra Raj is 24 and a half letters. And then these mantras, every letter is full moon. So these Chandra Samoha Krishna. Krishna is full of moons, making him appear and make the whole world Premamaya. But in this 24 and a half akshara, but which one is F letter? You could not find out. So many ways he found, he could not. So then what happened? He said, "Oh, if I don't understand how this mantra deva, how to realize him." So he decided um, he wanted to give up body in on the bank of Radha. So he went there, middle of the night after early. He felt like little sleepy. Then when Vrishabhanandini, Radharani, gave darshan to him, he was telling very friendly, "Oh Vishwanath, oh Hari Vallabha, don't be disturbed. Krishnadas Kavira, whatever he has written, it is actually pure truth, highest truth. By my mercy, he knows all my feelings. He should not doubt anything in his writing. Kama Gayatri is mine and my Prana Vallabha, Upasaka, Upasana mantra, Upasana mantra. We together, through mantra akshara, we get, we appear near devotees. Without my mercy, no one can understand both of us. Varnagama Bhaswat is a scripture called Varnagama Bhaswat. There it is described what is that half letter. Seeing that Krishnadas Kaviraj has described the Kama Gayatri Swarupa. You study this and you publish it for everyone. So saying she disappeared. So he started crying, Hara Dehara. Then he followed the order and he understood. Then he became an expert. Ishtadeva Sakshat Darshan, and then Siddhadeha, he attained Nityalila Parikara. Hmm. Another amazing pastime is after Sat Goswamis disappeared, uh, people did not understand. Started doubting Parakiya Vada. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, the illusion of Swakiya Vada, he, to keep it away, he, he brought out Ragavartma Chandrika, then Gopi Prema Amrita, then Ujjvala Nilamani, Laghu Mantra, Anand Chandrika. So all this he brought out and then he re-established Parakiya Vichara. So in Srimad Bhagavatam Sarartha Darshini also he has strong evidence. So what happened was at the time of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, some Panditas always there. They opposed him. No, this Parakiya one. Radha Krishna is Swakiya. So, but was very learned, great learned. It is logic and all that he defeated them. But they became envious of him. Even to the extent they wanted to kill him. See, they made a plan. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur every day, very early time, he does Vrindavan Parikrama. You know, like Brahma Muhurta time. It was dark. So when he was doing Parikrama, they were thinking, we will kill him and throw him in a very dark kunja. They planned like that. So when Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is doing Parikrama, coming, and it came in a deep, dark kunja there, there is opposing people, uh, they wanted to kill him. They saw, but he was not there. When what happened on his place near that, there were very beautiful girls, Rajabalikas, with those two or four friends, girlfriends, Sakis. Okay. They were plucking flowers. So these Panditas, they asked this girl, oh Lali, there was this one Mahatma personality walking. He was coming here. You know where he went? Did you see him? This girl uh, answered, I saw him, but where he went away, I don't know. But then these people saw the beautiful, these girls, you know, so much beauty, and then bowing, then laughing. They all became astonished. You know, and seeing that all their contamination in their mind went away. See, this is when you see a personality from spiritual world, you become so pure. Then Then they were asking, who are you and what you are doing here? Then said, our Swamini is Radharani. Or, huh? We are servant of Radharani here. Huh? And she is, at this time, she is at her father-in-law's house, Yavat. And she has sent us to pluck flowers. So saying they become disappeared. And then again in the place of that these girls, what they saw? Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Then these Panditas fell at the lotus feet of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and, and they prayed, please forgive. We wanted to kill you, but please forgive us. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, like that, there are so many amazing stuff. See, this is amazing. Ah, this is really amazing. These people came to kill him, but the way he reciprocated, he actually blessed them. You see, they became pure and they blessed him. Ah, and he was not worried. You know, he's a great Vaishnava. Amazing thing. That's why his writing, he was a transcendental kavi, like poet, transcendental poet, great Rasika, and then great, one of the highest Tattvagya, knowing all tattvas, Radha Krishna. So, there was one Leela, we'll continue tomorrow. This Yavat, which is very dear to our Gurudev. It's actually you can say, the heart of Gaudiya Vaishnavas. No other sampradaya, they don't go there or they don't understand it. So, and this is what actually Swami Maharaj came to give us, and especially our Gurudev. So, we pray, lotus feet of Gurudev, Swami Maharaj, and then Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Baldev Vidyabhushan, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, all our paramparas, and understand this tattva more. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare.
Rama Hare.
One of Rama, all.
Dandavat Pranam Gurudev, Dandavat Pranam.